That leaves us with one thing.
Obtained the equipment used to record the General Partonax and Killick's Tanis duel.
Okay. Which is the dossiers. Which is breaking the privacy of all of our crewmates. Let's see what we've got. Miranda Lawson, Cerberus officer. Efficient, ruthless, obsessed with human dominance. Possible recruitment candidate after Elusive Man's assassination and destruction of Cerberus. Oh, it sounds like the Shadow Broker had big plans. Well, if he was going after Cerberus, I would probably just cheer him on. Let's see. This is quite long. There's quite a lot of most of your crewmates. Extranet activity. Extranet message. Image results for Shepard Saren Spectre. Extranet message. New summary for Eldfell Ashland Energy. Subscription activated. After Dark Fashions. Subscription cancelled. Biotech Research Quarterly. Vidbook purchase. Men are from Omega, women are from Ilium. Okay. I can sort of see why she was looking for information about me in the beginning of the mission, I suppose. What the rest is about, I don't know. Personal correspondence 1. It just feels wrong looking into everybody's personal messages here. From iPartner Connections. Recorded 2312. Miss Lawson, username Lawbringer SR2. Subtle. We have reviewed your application to join the iPartner group and are happy to accept you into the exclusive Diamond Circle, where the best meet the best. iPartner is proud to present you with your exclusive Diamond Circle benefits. Access your account as often as you wish. Unrestricted membership searched across 23 systems. Review potential iPartners in full 360-degree vision. Guaranteed first choice placement in your personal dossier. Questions? Ask your personal iPartner representative. Welcome. iPartner Connections. Executive matches for selected people. iPartner reserves the right to censor inappropriate submissions. Seems she joined a dating site. But didn't one of the hints during the loading screen say that there are no effective galactic dating services and you have to talk to people to get romance? I guess it only applies to Shepard. Personal correspondence 2. Inter-relay text chat. Location Ilium. To Lawbringer SR2 from Perfect Man 01. Hey there. New to all this iPartner stuff? Yes. And that's Miranda saying that. Lawbringer. Perfect Man. Well, maybe tell me about yourself. What sort of work do you do? I can't talk about that. Like some sort of secret government spy stuff? Sounds dangerous. Yes. Okay, how about a little about you? What do you do for fun? Look, I don't really care about getting to know you. Upload your required medical exam results. Sure. You had a mild case of Shintonial Abraxas 4 years ago. Shintonial Abraxas 4 years ago. Yes, but the doctors have disconnect. Thank you for connecting to iPartner Connections. Okay. You're treating this more like a job interview than a dating service. Interrelay text chat, location Omega, to Lawbringer SR2, from True Gent Forever, with an A. I'm happy to see that that standards in usernames have improved in the next 200 years. Oh, my love is like a red, red rose that is new sprung. Disconnect. Thank you for connecting to iPartner Connections. Okay. I guess Miranda's not looking for the poet type. Maybe this was Char before he met the Blue Rose of Ilium. Unlikely. Personal correspondence 3. Interrelay text chat, location Citadel, Lower Wards, to Lawbringer SR2 from High Roller LLCJ. Hey baby, how's about a pic? Let's get this. Disconnect. She's not having much luck, is she? More text chat from No Games 411. Uploading medical. Looks clean. Yes. Apartment block D, number 221, 2130. Anything I should disconnect? What did he actually go there? Did anything happen? I don't think I want to know. Excerpt from chat. Username Oriana L. Username M Laws. Oh, this is from her sister. Hey, is that you? Yes, don't worry. I've made sure everything is secure. Oh, this is long. Secure, right. Yeah, good call. How are you settling in? Good. The house is huge. Seems so big for me. How are your studies going? Great. I still don't like genetics theory, but I want to understand everything, you know? Physics and maths all seem to breeze by. Your mark in late 20th century history is below the standard deviation. Do you want me to hire a tutor for you? History? No, it's okay. I'm just not interested, I guess. Ori. What? Fine. Yes, okay. There's a boy in there. Denner. Denner Gossamer? Yes, how did you know that? It doesn't matter. His family owns a series of restaurants on the Citadel. Good academic record. Interested in sports. Broke his leg when he was 14. Sure. Yes. He's always asking questions in class. I don't think he even knows I'm alive. I see. How do I, get him to notice? Getting him to notice? Yes, I can help with that. Please. Yes, boys. You must be sure to always be true to yourself. I know that sounds like silly advice, but if he isn't interested in the real you, he won't be interested. You have to trust that when things are right, he will notice you, and he will appreciate what you are both inside and out. You can't make yourself into something you are not. Because you will never learn if that special someone falls for you or falls for a lie. Ori, I didn't... You're pasting advice from a Dear Dinah column dated 2 weeks ago. We have the extranet here as well, sis. God! I didn't mean to make you angry. I know, sis. I know, I'm sorry. I just hate all this. Being here and you're off doing whatever to save the world or whatever. I just hate it. There isn't a point to saving the world if I can't even talk to my sister. I'm sorry, I am. Now, why don't you tell me about this boy? Yeah, okay, he's different. I hate him already. Miranda, I'm your big sister. I'm going to hate all of them. Accept it. Now, his eye color says blue here. Is that ocean blue or more gunmetal blue? That's a weird conversation. Medical correspondence. From Ilium Medical Center, Prenatal Care Department. Test results. Patient 1266AD1. Miss Lawson, as per your request for privacy, this message will be removed from our database upon confirmation of send integrity. Fat lot of good that did, if the Shadow Broker intercepted it. While we cannot firmly attribute the cause of the benign neoplasm to the irregularity in your genetic makeup, we can confirm that the progressive damage renders you unable to conceive a child. About 12% of human women ages 18 to 54 have difficulty getting pregnant or staying pregnant, according to data obtained from the Institute of Species Research. There are many support groups if you wish to discuss your conditions and several options available should you wish to consider the adoption of a child. If you require further consultation, please contact our communication officer. Sincerely, Dr. Banner Grenway, Department Medical Director, Ilium Medical Center. Hey, wasn't he one of the people we saw in the videos? Anyway, seems like Miranda's sterile. Doesn't that mean that, at least from the love interests we have in the first two games, Ashley is the only one that Shepard could conceivably have a child with? Well, I suppose Liara as well, but that wouldn't be a regular human child. That wouldn't actually have his DNA. Miss Tali is definitely not compatible in that area. Oh wait, Jack, of course. I suppose Jack can also have children. Though I doubt she would want to. Dr. Mordin Solus is next. Professor previously attached to the Solarian Special Tasks Group. Impressive credentials. Modifications to Genophage re-established 99.9% death rate among Krogan births. Current work with Shepard Obvious Atonement Attempt. STG Mission Report. Mission Report Project Firebreak. Drop 16 Werlock Clan Trading Center to Chanka. 2119. Turian Patrol Ship Indomitable contacted by assisting distraction team. 2125. Indomitable breaks position in Krogan DMZ to render assistance. 2126. STG vessel Veshok 16 enters through gap in sensor coverage. 2140. Touchdown and landing. Commander Kirihi performs final review of drop parameters. Hey, Kirihi. 2141. Mission Specialist Solus suggests change to plan. When informed that plan will not be changing unless parameters shift, Specialist Solus suggests Commander Kirihi has foreign obstruction in Cloaca. Okay. 2143. Operative Rentola detects incoming Werlock scouts. 2147. Scouts neutralized. Rentola treated for minor injuries. After assisting, Specialist Solus asks if failure to land undetected constitutes parameter shift. Commander Kirihi suggests operation may proceed as planned. Specialist Solus suggests cloacal obstruction is in fact Kirihi's cranium. 2150. Team leaves Veshok 16 and proceeds towards primary drop point, Werlock Agrocenter. 2238. Werlock Agrocenter reached. Team splits with distraction team led by Operative Rentola drawing Werlock scouts from area. 2300. Primary team disables solar array. 2302. Werlock workers leave Agrocenter to repair solar array. 2307. Primary team enters Agrocenter. Mission Specialist Solus performs water and soil tests to ensure proper payload dispersal, assisted by Specialist Malon. 2312. Distraction team breaks radio silence, informs primary team that the Werlock group returning. Specialist Solus asks whether this constitutes parameter shift. Commander Kiri suggests that Specialist Solus is in fact a walking cloaca, restates importance of holding the line. Yeah, he tends to do that. 2313. Werlock team arrives at Agrocenter and initiates close quarters combat. Operatives Jiren and Chirel killed. Specialist Malon and operatives Hishao and Shenok seriously injured. Werlock team killed in entirety. Last member prevented from broadcasting alarm due to Specialist Solus stabbing Werlock guard through eye with pitchfork, sustaining injuries to face and right cranial horn in process. Was that where he lost horn? 2316. Distraction team arrives to provide relief. Commander Kirihi notes parameter shift, suggests Rentola take injured team members back to ship while he and remainder of team attempt to hit secondary drop point. Despite injuries to face and head, Specialist Solus refuses to return to ship, noting need for soil and water analysis at secondary site. Kirihi suggests Solus is one tough cloaca. 2320. Specialist Malon greatly distressed by discovery that Agrocenter was staffed by female Krogan, including guards killed in attack. Specialist Solus calms colleague and provides sedative. Specialist Malon returns to ship with other injured team members. 2330. Active team finishes disposal of bodies and heads for secondary drop point, Werlock Hospital. 015. Active team infiltrates hospital undetected. Specialist Solus determines chemical makeup of soil and waterfall within necessary parameters. Payload dispersed into water and food. 115. Active team returns to ship. Specialist Solus declines treatment, insists on providing additional care for Hishao, Shenok, and Malon. 125. Specialist Malon makes formal protest, suggesting actions against female Krogan violate mission parameters of maintaining population levels without negatively impacting culture. Specialist Solus requests protest be stricken from record due to Malon's injured condition. Commander Kirihi concurs. Malon given additional sedatives, unconscious for remainder of operation. Protest stricken from submitted copy of record. 140. SCG Veshok 16 lifts off, departing through existing sensor gap. Mission complete. Interesting. Sounds like that there was already some indication of Malon's problems with the mission of redeploying the Genophage, and now we know where Mordin knows Kirihi from. We already knew he knew him, of course, because he mentioned him before. Bibliography. Published works, first writer only. Treatment modalities utilizing redundant nervous systems. Dispersal vectors in compromised ecosystems. Genetic consequence, resequencing methods to prevent tissue cloning. Cross-species contamination and xenoplague potential testing modalities for Varan and Pyjax. Disease and population stability. Indoctrination, progression, and mental degradation. Classified, STG. Was that something about Reapers? Might be. Or is there somebody else who indoctrinates? Biological vectors and social effects. Classified, STG. Second stage viral manipulation and modification. Classified, STG. Threat potential analysis, Turian, classified STG. Threat potential analysis, human, classified STG. Threat potential analysis, Asari, classified STG. And threat potential analysis, Batarian, classified STG. Production credits. We got research works and then this, okay? The Pirates of Penzance, Interspecies Community Theater, as Major General Stenley. Really? Okay. That's interesting. to remember to ask him about that. Ilanthi, Interspecies Community Theatre as Lord Chancellor Hamlet, Interspecies Edition. Francis Kid Community Theatres as Polonius. Well, I could see him do that. Makes more sense than the Elcor edition, anyway. Science Fun Today, as himself, guest. Science Roundtable, Rights of the Patient, as himself, guest. Facts of Faith, as himself, guest. Mordin's been around. Surveillance transcript. From the medical clinic on Omega. Patient. I can't. Unintelligible. Dr. Mordin Solus. Call. Dr. Daniel Abrams. Damn it. Mordin. Time of death. 2217. Need to remove body. Sanitize area. Not that sanitation matters. Same plague. Still, no need to risk further infection. Daniel. How can you... Shouldn't we do something for him? Mordin. Why? Vegetarian belief in afterlife involves soul leaving body through eyes. Treatment of corpse unimportant by cultural standards. Unless eyes removed by enemies. Very insulting. Daniel. But we just lost another patient. Yes, more patients than time. Impossible to save everyone. Go crazy if you try. So, save what you can. Move on. Save more if we hurry. We shouldn't be in here waiting for people to come to us. We should be out there, getting medicine to them. I can go. No. Pointless. Already more than enough patients here. Can't risk combat with Vorcha or gangs. Better to save those who make effort to come to us. Doctor, there are blue suns outside. They're asking for all the humans to come out. Of course. Expected as much. Losing to Vorcha. Need to establish dominance. We'll speak with them. Daniel, remove corpse, get next patient. Still more to save. Sound of footsteps. Solus leaves. He's not going to turn us over to them, is he? I don't think so. Listen, when he gets back, tell him I took some of the cure. I'm going to go out and help. But just tell him. Sound of footsteps. Abrams leaves. You can't... My God! Sound of gunfire. What's going on? Sound of footsteps. Solus returns. Get up. Danger has passed. Blue Suns didn't expect resistance. Foolish of them. Won't make that mistake again. No chance to, I suppose. Please, up. I need you to bring in next patient. Wait. Medical supplies missing. Corpse not removed. Where is Daniel? He said, went to the slums, trying to help those too sick. To come in? Yes. His decision. Hope he lives. Can't help him now. Too busy. Bring next patient. Okay, so that's the story behind Daniel, who of course had to be rescued by us when we were there. Next up, Jacob Taylor. Ex-Alliance soldier, biotic training. Despite solid service history, clearly placed on Shepard's team primarily for stabilizing elements of personality. Okay. Workout routine. Most recent workout stats. Crunches 300, side crunches 250 per side. Squat thrust 300, leg lifts 250, leg lifts weighted 125, half sit-ups 600. He seems to like to work out. Most popular workout entertainment. Blasto the Jellyfish Stinks. That's the Blasto movie that was advertised on Ilium. Making of Blasto the Jellyfish Stinks. Old Yeller, Centennial Remastered Edition. They're still watching that 200 years in the future. Why, and that doesn't seem like something you'd watch during a workout. Asari Confessions 26, True Blue. That sounds like a softcore porn movie. Military Correspondence, February 19, 2184. That's a year ago. Mr. Jacob Taylor, 578C8-8234-09, Tower 2, Budget Ward, Citadel. I have no idea if I pronounced that right. Dear Mr. Taylor, it was with great regret that I learned of your resignation from the Alliance military. In your many years of service, you have proven yourself an exemplary Marine. You have been an invaluable asset to the Alliance military, and we will miss your expertise and loyalty. It is for this reason that I am prepared to offer you a promotion to the rank of First Lieutenant, along with the corresponding raise in pay grade. I would welcome you as an addition to my company. I hope that you will give my offer due consideration, and I personally look forward to your response. Sincerely, Colonel Hashim Banks, 1st Earth Division Special Forces, Alliance Military. Guess they were trying to give Jacob incentive to stay. Personal correspondence from Jacob Taylor, to Jacob Taylor from Ronald Taylor. That must be a while ago then, before the ship crossed, or possibly shortly after by the looks of it. Son, If you're reading this, then I'm gone. With the inherent dangers of these missions, it seems foolish not to have some letter like this ready, so I'm sending this before we get too far from our last relay. I remember the look on your face when I left. You wanted to ask me not to go, but you didn't. You've grown up to be a wise young man with a strong sense of duty. I wish I could take credit for that, but it has more to do with who you are than anything I taught you. The truth is I haven't been around enough, and if you're reading this, then I'm never going to have the chance to fix that. My job is an important one, but a man can't hide behind the pressures of work. This was to be my last trip. Easy for me to say now, I know, but the money from this expedition would have let me settle down with you and your mother to carve out some kind of peaceful, quiet life, far away from the pressures of space. Before I left, you were talking about joining the Alliance. I hope you find the same kind of peace and camaraderie with your team that I found on the Gernsback. Sure. I love you, son, and I'm proud of the man you've become. I wish I could have told you that one last time. Love, Dad. Yeah, we saw what became of that. Subject 0, Jack. Abnormal biotic powers. Archived combat footage compares favorably with Pragia Facility's expected results. Easily manipulated through emotional impairment created by severe abuse and confinement during childhood. Extranet log. Subject 0's extranet log. Note, Subject 0 avoids the Normandy's extranet connection and works off of a private Omnitool line. Search of Citadel Newsnet archives. Search terms Cerberus, Cerberus and Pragia, Teltin, Cerberus and Teltin, Cerberus Doctors, Elusive Man, Miranda Lawson. Not exactly subtle. Citadel Newsnet archives. Galactic History, the last decade. Signed up on Citadel Newsnet forums. Username Jack60734. Password JA$DF2. Not exactly a strong password, it's only 6 characters. Also, I guess maybe she wanted to catch up on history while she was in prison or something. With that. Video of Gaff attack on Eden Prime. Video of Gaff attack on Citadel. Video of Commander Shepard's Spectre inauguration. Closed after 12 seconds. Not interesting, I guess. Video of the crash of the first Normandy. Interior footage. How the hell did they get that? Video of Alliance vessel escape pod procedures. Twice. Mass relay locations map. Saved local copy. Major shuttle ports on Citadel worlds. Saved local copy. Major shuttle ports in Terminus systems. Saved local copy. Sounds like she was planning to leave us. Perhaps if we weren't willing to help her with Pragia, she would have taken off and done it herself. Sounds like something she would do anyway. Travel warnings. List of Citadel no-flight zones. Saved local copy. Banned from Citadel Newsnet forums. Excessive and repeated swearing. Derogatory comments. Inflammatory comments. Circumventing work-safe filters. That certainly sounds like Jack. Signed up for Galactic Champion Poker 2100. Username, password, blah blah blah. Played Galactic Champion Poker 2100. 15 minutes. Banned from Galactic Champion Poker 2100. Altercation with other players. Chat room moderators. See audio transcript JJXP number 124. Used commercial VI program to wipe extranet history. Well, too bad the Shadow Broker already got it. Private message. Intercepted message transmission. Dear Jacqueline Knott. See, it is short for Jacqueline. I thought so. Wait, and she's subject 0 and her last name is Knott? No way that's her real last name. Thank you for your submission to Galactic Poetry Monthly. We regret that we are unable to use your submission at this time. Galactic Poetry Monthly generally focuses on metered verse, and you may wish to check our guidelines before submitting again. Sincerely, Megan McGarren, Submission Editor. Text of your submission. Oh, this should be interesting. My soul burns with a fire of darkness, quenched only in the pain of loneliness. I hold my breath waiting until spots appear black as the past, and fill my lungs with lines of hope. I mark myself black and jagged to cover the scars that make me a monster. A warning, this is not a place of honor. No esteemed dead are buried here. That's kind of deep for Jack. Hidden depths to Jacqueline Knott. I still don't think that's her real name. Jacqueline, I believe. Knott, not so much. Surveillance transcript. Helios Medical Facility. Eden Prime 2165. That's 18 years before the Gaff attack. Tapped for possible Cerberus involvement. Dr. Castor, I'm so sorry. These things, there's so much about prenatal element 0 exposure that we don't understand. Unidentified woman. But no! No, she was fine! She was fine and happy! You just told me she needed a checkup. It happened quickly. We were unable to bring her back. You just said she needed a checkup. How did this happen? I'm very sorry. I want to see her. No, ma'am. Believe me. After what the seizures did to the poor child's body, you don't. I don't... How did this happen? We don't know. I'll be honest. This isn't the first infant we've lost this way. Why? God, why? We're working on treatments. The government doesn't put much effort into it, though. Don't want to interfere with their biotic recruitments. Sons of bitches. Those sons of bitches! Listen, this may not be the right time, but if you'd be willing to let us study your baby's body, we can do some tests. You want to keep her? I don't want another family to go through what you went through. Okay, yes. Whatever helps. Thank you so much. The nurse will have you sign a few forms. I'm so sorry, ma'am. Unidentified woman leaves at this point. Open a secure channel. Authorization 3362. Yes, it's me. I've got a candidate. Yes, highest potential I've seen in years. No, the family has been dealt with. Sent a team from Pragia, ASAP. I guess that was a Cerberus operative, a plant, looking for high potential biotics. And they basically kidnapped Jack. Nice. Zaeed Massani, Blue Suns founder, lost leadership of Suns through lack of interpersonal skills and political judgment. No surprise there. High mission success rate even after near-death experience. Has completed several missions offered by agents. Involvement of the Shadow Broker in these missions withheld. Audio transcript. Partial transcript of conversation recorded on the Normandy's lower decks. I've got to talk to Edie about this information leak we've got on the Normandy. Zaeed Massani. So, this hotshot Turian moves in by the door, ignores my hand signal, and gets hit straight through the visor. Kelly Chambers. Oh my. It's like he was expecting slavers to hand out business cards instead of bullets. Was he alright? The Turian? Nah. Sniper took his head clean off. Oh there. Right, they all went to shit after that. We jammed their radio equipment, but the slavers got off a shuttle and came in with a bomb. But they were keeping people in that camp. Sure, they'd lose some credits, but there's always another civilian transport in the terminus systems. So I'm beginning to realize. What did you do? Got the hell out. We killed their captain and the guards like we were hired. I figured the merc flying the shuttle wouldn't be dumb enough to blow up his own base once we left. What happened? The Blood Pack always did like them. Incredibly goddamn stupid. It seems Zaeed has been bestowing his anecdotes on Kelly in our absence. Personal log. The personal note written by Massani to himself after being approached by Cerberus. He writes in a coding system that's popular among Terminus Systems mercs. See entry 15AF459081-34 for the non-deciphered text. This could be it. If this elusive man's money goes through, it's time to get serious about buying a property. Got narrowed down to a place I can stand for more than a year. Elysium? Only if the Alliance gets serious about taking out the Batarians in the Verge. So not in my lifetime. Ilium's an easy place for a man to disappear whether he wants to or not. Think I'll pass. Earth's still too bloody crowded. Beckenstein? Decent weather, good food, mostly human. Good choice if I can stay under the radar. Eden Prime? Best garden world in the galaxy, but nothing's rebuilt but the farms. Hell, maybe I should just buy a ship full of explosives and commit suicide on Omega. Easiest retirement plan I've come up with so far. So Zaeed wanted to retire after this mission. Well, let's hope he survives to do that. Garrus Vakarian. Sorry, just taking a drink. Quite a lot of reading to do here. Former CSEC officer. Exceptional tactical and team-building skills. Leadership potential overshadowed by Shepard. Unlikely to fully develop under Shepard's command. I guess that might be true. Noted criminal deaths on Omega. Kill list is this, okay. Rehash Shurta, gang leader, headshot. Selkid Shiriron, gang enforcer, headshot. Kronharga, slaver. Gunshot wounds, all extremities and primary organs. Rifle butt fracture to face, third degree burns to most of the body, explosive crate. Okay, he killed him thoroughly. Har Urak, saboteur, suffocation, environmental suit malfunction. Sounds like Vola's name. Gus Williams, weapon smuggler, headshot, smuggled weapon. That's irony for you. Freylog Mirkiet, red sand dealer. Chemical overdose, red sand, direct contact with all four eyes. Yeah, it sounds like a Batarian name. Zelenek Narhilash, viral specialist, serial killer. Cuff. I know Quarians have weak immune systems, but really? Visor specs. Targeting visor, custom, unique model, based on Kawashi frame. Magnification up to 100 times, integrated target tracing, optional wind gravity compensation solutions. Sonar, radar, thermal and EM targeting capable. Monitors biofeedback on target within 10 meters to detect heart rate fluctuations or changes to breath pattern. Standard council races only. Can detect and measure biotic fields up to 100 meters away and provide optimized firing solutions to collapse kinetic barriers or synthetic shielding support. Optional kill timer can track number of enemies taken down by self or suit sync team members in given time period. Armor Hotlink provides backtracing of incoming fire and corrects for micro-refraction of outgoing shots through kinetic barrier. Audio Link plays music per your user requests. Top 5 choices during firefight. Die for the cause. Turian Imperial Anthem. Appropriate. Fire in the Courtyard. Soundtrack. Fleet and Flotilla. Wasn't that the movie that was famous for its portrayal of Turian-Quarian relationships? Something you want to tell us, Garrus? Should we be worried about competition? Bang Bang Boom. Club Kicks. Dance Mix. Hurt Me Deeper. Best of Expel 10. Dance Mix. Expel 10 was the group that Morinth liked. Blue Azure. Vienna soundtrack. And that's the vid that Morinth liked. 10 names carved in the frame. Irash, Montague, Mieren, Grundam Krull, Melanus, Ripper, Senzit, Fortash, Butler, Weaver. Additional name carved and subsequently burned out, Sidonus. I guess those were his old teammates. Justicar Samara. Asari Justicar. Rigidity of Justicar code makes her movement and mission outcomes predictable. Mother to 3 Ardat Yakshi, one of which remains wanted for murder in Citadel space. Not anymore! Transmission log. 1755 CE. That's a long time ago. Samara, I have called you together to ask something of you. It is not a small thing, but it is for the best. Rila, Falair, are you receiving this? Falair, quite well. Rila, indistinct. Shh, mother. We're in a common room. Her communicator's too near the door. Door shuts. Try now, mother. This news would be best delivered in person, but I am not allowed to travel here before tomorrow. I have something I must do. It is hazardous, and thus I must do it alone. What do you mean, hazardous? Tomorrow I take the Oath of Solitude. It is to prepare me for the other oaths, but it means... You what? It is an oath required of all who... I know what it means, mother. I'm 42 years old. I have heard of Justicars. Then you do understand why I must do it. No. The life of a Justicar is dangerous. I will make enemies, and they would seek to use you. That I understand. What is not clear is why you do this in the first place. It is not enough that we live 100 light years away from you in a dank fortress, that we have no communicator of our own but must use this communal one. Do you know what it means to us to hear your voice? I am sorry, Falair. And now you take that away. That is wounding, but it is the truth. I wish there was some other path. And you called us instead of coming to see us. If I came to see you, I would never leave. You know what that would mean. Is she that terrible, mother? Is she so much of a menace that you would deny us ever seeing you, ever hearing your voice again? My dear, I cannot lose her on the world and pretend I owe her victims nothing. Her crimes are my crimes. In time you may see as I do. Time is a weak salve for a fresh wound. Please, do not let anger ruin this. We will have our lives to contemplate the pain and loss. Can we not see from one another's eyes, just for a moment? Silence. Falair? I don't want to lose you, Mother. Not over someone as small as Miranda, or whatever she calls herself now. And Rila? You have been silent. Are you in a court? I can only say that I will yearn for you too. Surely you have more than that. Is this the only way you will have any righteousness, Mother? It will let me live a just life. Then the goddess forbid I take it from you. Rila terminates call. She loves you, Mother. She did not say it, but she does. And you? Can you understand what I must do? Why I must do this? Catch her. Just catch her. Falair terminates call. Samara telling her other two daughters that she goes off to catch Mordin, who apparently was actually originally called Miranda. I guess she adopted the pseudonym Mordin herself. Inventory. Possessions bequeathed by Justicar Samara. Large goods, 4-bedroom home on Thessia. Furniture and household appliances. Elko Sapphire family skycar. Clothing and jewelry. Casual clothing, approximately 20 outfits, yet she only ever wears that one. Intimate negligees, 3. Dancing dresses, 4. Bond ceremony gown. Bond ceremony bracelet. Hollow locket, images of bondmate, children, reprogrammable. Baby and children clothing, various. Miscellaneous. Lifetime Ceres Fitness membership pass. First place trophy, Amateur Skyball League. Vid and novel library, various. Photo albums, various. Sculpture of Samara and bondmate. Personalized happy birthday mom travel mark with photo of Samara and children. Handle cracked and repaired, some glue marks visible. Memorial sphere, bondmate. Birthing crash. Tali'Zorah, Tali'Zorah, vast Normandy. That's up to date. Mechanic and engineer. Typical Quarian investment in species future instead of personal advancement. Father's work useful in widening tensions between Geth and Quarian races. Why would the Shadow Broker want to widen tensions between the Geth and Quarian? Suit process log. Okay. Upgraded interface GUI for Relic technology. Fee authorization Project Haystrom. Guess preparing for that mission. Upgraded suit diagnostics for radiation detection. Fee authorization Project Haystrom. Upgraded Omnitool for enhanced data integrity. Fee authorization Project Haystrom. Updated translator software for all human languages. Installed suit application NutriScan 2.2. Installed suit application Engine Master 3.6 human vessels. Okay. Installed suit application Nerf Stim Pro. Okay. We've heard about that. Downloaded entertainment vid Exiles Portraits of the Lost Quarians. Installed prototype defense suite Shield Jack 0.8. Authorization Admiral Garrus Vakarian. Upgraded medical scanning and quarantine suite. Ran process infection treatment isolated. And that's when she was telling us about that she was had an infection and messed it up. Downloaded yes. Wait, what? Where was I? Downloaded education vid dealing with loss. That, I guess that's after her father's death. Uninstalled suit application NerfStim Pro. Reinstalled suit application NerfStim Pro. Not entirely sure what's going on there. And no, this does not depend on whether or not you have a relationship with her. The text is always the same. Downloaded education vid Understanding Body Language Human Edition. Downloaded entertainment vid Fleet and Flotilla. Again with the Turians and Quarians. I'm becoming worried about this. Uninstalled suit application NerfStim Pro. Downloaded education vid Human Courtship and Mating. Installed suit application Immunoboost Professional Edition. I guess we can guess what that's for. Reinstalled suit application NerfStim Pro Deluxe Edition. I don't know. Well, I guess her private life is her private life. I really don't have any right to pry about that. I mean, it's bad enough that we're reading this. Message chain to Shadow Broker from Tali'Zorah and Aria. Or this was, I guess, on the Citadel before we met her. She was, after all, trying to get a meeting with the Shadow Broker, and then got caught in Saren's trap. And the rest is history, as they say. I know you don't know me. I'm the daughter of Admiral Tali'Zorah, and I've run into trouble on my pilgrimage. I was investigating a disabled Geth and found a recording that seems to indicate that a spectre named Saren is working with the Geth. He's betrayed the Council and is working for some group called the Reapers. I'm on the Citadel now, but Saren's people are after me. This is too big for me to deal with. I'm willing to offer you the information in exchange for protection. Are you interested? To Tali'Zorah and Aria, from Shadow Broker. I'm interested, and you were smart to come to me. I have an enforcer on the Citadel named Fist. He can protect you. Give him the information and let him get you to someplace safe. And then Fist betrayed her. To Shadow Broker from Tali'Zorah and Aria. No deal. Saren has turned too many people against me. If we're doing this, I want to meet you in person. I can't trust anybody else. To Tali'Zorah and Aria from Shadow Broker. Understood. I'll meet you in person. Fist will set it up. To Fist from Shadow Broker. I'm forwarding you the intel on a Quarian named Tali'Zorah. She wants a meeting and she's got valuable intel. Get her someplace safe and avoid any intelligence channels. Spectre Saren Arterios is after her. When you get the intel, kill the Quarian and any of our operatives who had access to the data. This information cannot be compromised. Top-level security. You'll be compensated for the loss of any of your people. Okay, so he wanted to kill Tali. So either way, she would have been in trouble. Well, it's a good thing we already killed the Shadow Broker, because I definitely would have wanted after reading this. To Shadow Broker from Tali'Zorah and Aria. Your agent was compromised. He tried to sell me out to Saren. I've turned the information over to a human alliance commander named Shepard, and I think I've got all the protection I need. Thank you for your offer, and I hope this does not affect any future exchanges. To Tali'Zorah and Aria from Shadow Broker. Of course, I apologize for Fist's behavior. Should you ever change your mind, I'd be more than happy to offer my personal protection. Please contact me at your earliest convenience. I guess it's a good thing she didn't. Keystroke log. Keystroke recording Omnitool use Citadel. Begin new message. Dear Sen and Hesesh Jorin, I am erase line. To the parents of Mir Jordan Vaz erase line. My name is Tali'Zorah Vaz Nima, and I led the unit where your son was killed on Haestrom. Partial line erase. Led the unit on Haestrom where your son died. Partial line erase. Unit on Haestrom where Mir Jorin died. Save progress. I didn't know Mir Jorin well, but he seemed like a good soldier and a brave young erase line. I didn't get the chance to know Mir very well, but erase line. I only served with Mir for a short time, but I was impressed by his bravery and his commitment to his people. Save progress. He died so that I could erase line. He saved me at the sacrifice of his erase line. He gave his life to get data that the Admiralty Board felt was partial line erase. To get data that will one day bring us back to the homeworld. I don't know if that helps. Partial line erase. Back to the homeworld, and we all honor his sacrifice. Save progress. I regret erase line. I am sorry for your erase line. I understand that you must be erase line. Save draft and exit. It seems it fell on Tali to write to the relatives of those people who were killed on Haestrom, and she was finding that understandably difficult. Kasumi Goto, skilled break-and-enter specialist, sentimental, impulsive risk-taker, investigate lover's death in connection to alliance scandal. Poetry logs, anonymous poem logs, haiku by Kasumi. Breathless, glinting skin, muscles working in rhythm, cloaked desire watches. That about Jacob? That's about Jacob, isn't it? I really didn't want to know. Looking at me now, his indifferent eyes smile. I am a puddle. Beautiful and good, punishing with this kindness. Jacob is perfect. You really have bad taste in men, don't you? Personal correspondence from Kasumi Goto to Mafatu Pellery, Blue Suns Omega. I understand from my sources that you are looking to expand your items of antiquities. Expand your collection of antiquities. These are the items I currently have in inventory. I was originally commissioned to obtain them, but when payment was not forthcoming, they became mine. The prices on all items are open to negotiation. In your case, I may prefer favors over credits. Please use the same secure channel to respond. Inventory. Domed ceremonial headdress. Batarian. Circa 5788 BDIC. I guess that's a Batarian calendar. Da Vinci Mona Lisa. Human. Circa 1505 AD. Wait, you have the Da Vinci? You have the Mona Lisa? Okay. Complete works of esteemed poet Lisa Thal Vasrenok. First folio edition, Quarian. Back from before they lost the homeworld, I suppose. Were they all called Vasrenok back then? That was a bit must have been confusing. The Koh-i-Noor Diamond, loose, human. Okay, this is getting a bit hard to believe. Turian battle spike, approximately 3,000 years old, origin unknown, believed to be one of two, but missing its pair. You have a lot of expensive stuff, don't you? Thane Krios, Drell Assassin, achieved top ranks in Hanar training programs. Responsible for 1-hour massacre on Omega. Advanced Caporal Syndrome makes neutralization a low priority. Kill methods. Preferred assassination methods. Human. Rear approach. Check shoulder to prevent turning. Hands to chin and base of skull. Neck snap. Neck snap. That's what he did to Nassan Identius as well. Alternate. Check and grab shoulder, arm around throat, grip jaw, single arm neck snap. Asari, front approach, throat punch to collapse an airway, arm control lock to neutralize biotics, advanced hip throw, grip chin and scalp, neck snap. Alternate, warp field on biotic barrier, step past, kick to back of lag to collapse knee, step in with knee to spine, grip chin and scalp, neck snap. So all of these end in neck snaps. Turian, side approach, low kick to knee, or grab arm and pull into broken leg lock as Turian leg stiffens in pain response. Finger stab under jaw, if unarmored or eye, grab head, fringe, neck snap. Alternate, front approach, paired punches to vulnerable plates just below eyes. Drop elbow to collarbone, front leg sweep while vaulting over target, spinning neck snap. Krogan, top approach, double strike to eye ridge, slide down between blinded targets' rising arms, precision nerve strike to throat, secondary nerve strike to counter blood rage, quad kick to bend targets, ouch, I guess that hurts even more if you have 4 testicles, grip each side of skull, running, leaping, spinning, neck snap. How the hell do you snap the neck of a Krogan? That can't be easy. Alternate, bomb. That sounds a lot easier. It's like my solution to most problems. Incinerate. Medical report. Dr. Chakwas. Lung capacity 42%. Left side lung shows large lesions. Right lung has nodular lesions only. Antibiotic treatments now resistant to cypoxidin, melanarin, alburacin, I suppose. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Metastatic progress. Stomach, liver, minor. Heart, negligible at this time. Treatment options. Viable transplant candidate, but refused to be added to list. Synthetic lung generation, currently impossible for Drell. Therapy and care. At this time, Mr. Krios should continue getting regular cardiovascular exercise in order to stimulate lung movement and prevent or delay the stiffness that causes lack of oxygen transport. While physical stimulation may also be beneficial in keeping tissue flexible, any injury at this point will dramatically impact Mr. Krios' body and cause rapid degeneration. It is unclear how much longer Thane will be able to serve in direct action. Thane should continue to wear loose clothing that leaves his chest uncovered to prevent moisture buildup that could worsen the problem. The Drell eidetic memory is often beneficial in allowing Drell to escape unpleasant scenes by losing themselves in happier times. In this case, however, Mr. Krios should try to restrict the time spent reminiscing, as prolonged sedentary activity may increase the rate of lung degradation. This suggests that what is best for Mr. Krios currently is to continue to remain active and to engage with other team members in order to stay mentally and emotionally stimulated. Grunt. Okir's Vatbred prototype. Threat to continuation genophage likely minimal, but leak knowledge and location of perfect Krogan to Solarian Special Task Group. Okay. Recent extranet activity. Recent extranet search summary. Krogan history. Great wars. Genophage erased Krogan victories. And he's misspelled genophage. Okir erased great generals. Tuchanka erased Tuchanka. Okay. Grunt needs to work on his spelling. Search Ernot Rex. I hope that extranet search like Google has autocorrect spelling. Search Battlemaster Shepard. Modified Commander Shepard. Modified Commander Shepard Normandy. Search Animal Fights. Modified Large Predators. Search Tyrannosaurus Rex. That's not quite the same Rex. Would be impressive though. Erased. Earth Lizard Rex. Search Dinosaurs. Recent terminal activity. Search Battlemaster Humans. Erased Earth Humans. Search Human History. Search Earth Wars. Download 6.1 T. Terabyte? I don't know. News footage. Human General History Conflict. Search Warrior Humans. Download 2.1 T documentary footage. Human General Historical Major Military Figures. Search Great Humans. Modified Honored Humans. Download 0.7 T news footage. Human Achievements Awards. Search Great Storyteller Humans. Search War Stories. Download 0.67 T literature. Human Writers Conflict. Search Human Homer Kipling Hemingway. Grunt reading Hemingway. Okay. Download 0.13 T literature. Human Writers Ernest Hemingway. Download 0.06 T audiobooks. The Sun Also Rises. 14% completed. For Whom the Bell Tolls. 100% completed. A Farewell to Arms. Deleted. I guess he just was turned off by the title. The Old Man and the Sea. 100% completed. Search Sharks. Okay. Grunt is developing a wide interest. Well, sort of. It's kind of all specialized on war. Recent transactions. Catalog order. Ultra Black Ops Mega Catalog. Purchase 2823-UG-652. Case Premium 54 ER Engine Oil. Video download. The Madness of Sacrifice. The Unauthorized Biography of Warlord Okir. Purchase Economy Box. Fish Dog Food Factory Tasty Bites. Okay, I guess he likes fish as well. Video download. When Fauna Attacks. Volumes 1 through 10. Purchase Bataxis Hot Fish Spice. Video download. Vienna. Video download. Asari Confessions 26 True Blue. Wait, isn't that the same one that Garrus likes, or was it Jacob? One of them liked to watch that. Or was it the soundtrack that Garrus was listening to? I don't remember. Anyway, purchase Forna's Special Spotlight Krogan Edition. God, I don't want to see that. Purchase Captain Cosmic Adventure action figures. Guard a Krogan Battlemaster with real Smasher enemies action. Sure. Cerberus, rogue agency for advancement of humanity, founded in 2157. Active in both Citadel and Terminus space. Strong human supremacist overtones. Classified as a terrorist threat by both the Systems Alliance and Citadel Council. The loss of credits due to the elusive man's direct interference in the recovery of Commander Shepard's body has been offset by data gathered from the Lazarus Project. Withhold retaliation until Shepard's long-term functionality is confirmed. 1 year post-resurrection. And it hasn't been 1 year yet, so... Let's see what Cerberus has been up to and that the Shadow Broker knows about. Activity highlights. For a more excessive list of shell companies, see Cerberus Economic Structure Volumes 1 through 4. 2157, Manifesto published. 2160, Faculty on Pragia constructed. 2161, Subject Zero born. CDR Holdings purchased. Terra Nova Commonwealth Bank purchased. 2162, Infiltration of Human Media begins, specializing in extrasolar news. Constant Times, Scott Examiner, Nascent Galactic Broadcasting Corporation. 2163, Project Doorway makes forgery of Council standard metacards and identity tags impossible, allowing agents unrestricted movement. 2164, Scott Examiner destroys credibility of Vera Safin, frontrunner for Prime Minister of Systems Alliance. Leak to Galactic Broadcasting Corporation stopped by agents in place. 2165. Operatives steal antimatter from the SSV Geneva. Assignment goes wrong, but discipline holds and squad fights to the death. Sole survivor divulges little, but names his sponsor Cerberus. Recruitment increases, but stringent standards slow growth. 2166. Haribon Military Industry is purchased on Terra Nova. Legitimate arms contract to colonial forces. Models without serial numbers produced for export to crime syndicates in Batarian space, Terminus systems. 2167. Cerberus agents among humans recruited into Global Maritime Justice Organization on Trident. 2168. Assassination of 22 Solarian crime syndicate members on Trident leaders to take over of narcotics trade. Reprisals bloody but tolerable. Milky Way Foundation created to funnel money. New Dawn Pharmaceuticals purchased to begin Project Trapdoor. 2169. Trapdoor experiments on Asari captives with Omega and Enkephalin to measure disruption of biotic powers. Estimate 2.5 mg active ingredient for each 25 kg of body weight. Under 7.5 mg dose optimal to avoid detection by taste or smell. 3 to 5 Citadel standard days onset period. Powers return into the 5 Citadel standard days after last dose taken. Permanent damage possible. 2170. Nanosurgery on subject 0 successful. Omega Enkephalin fails to work on appropriate receptors. Program begun to instill other Cerberus operatives with resistance to OE. So they were working on a way to disable Asari biotics that human biotics would be resistant to. 2171. Pope Clement XVI assassinated via rosary beads coated with sodium nonacetate and dimethyl sulfoxide. Death attributed to age and heart failure. Replacement, Pope Leo XIV, has eschatological beliefs in line with militarizing humanity. Forgiving attitude to Solarians regarding genophage proves useful for strategic alliances against Turians. 2173. Ian S. Simmons resigns as head of Terra Firma Party. Frontrunner Claude Menno assassinated. Charles Saraceno, much more tractable. 2174. Radium placed inside Office Chair of Systems Alliance Parliamentarian Artyom Gavrikov. Gavrikov's deaths attributed to cancer. Emergency election much cheaper to manipulate than normal process. Cerberus-backed candidate loses. Winning candidate approached, found susceptible to bribes. 2175. Michael Moser Lang approached by operatives in militia community. Insider information given for stock buy to provide him with funding. Contact severed, but electronic surveillance remains. Lang purchased armaments. Influx of humans into Trident political scene leads to renaming capital of human name, New Cousteau. 2176. Electronic surveillance removed from Lang's home. Lang kills Enrique Aguilar and Ying Zhong. Resulting approval bump for Vice President Belknap, I suppose, allows passage of financial reform bill allowing for increased loopholes in colony-based shell companies. Fighting among vice premiers bonus, as Lin Yi alienates Politburo Standing Committee and his chances of election to the Systems Alliance Parliament are dashed. 2177. Successful acquisition of Light Shadow Pictures' proprietary Reality Plus video editing machine. Capacity to forge photorealistic video is now unsurpassed. 2181. Matriarch Tilia Reza targeted with Omega Enkephalin. Claims of biotic superiority to non-biotics deflated once her powers fail. Voice in citizen legislature considerably diminished. 2181. Military arm creates posts on planet Binthu. 2182. MSV Anaxara sabotaged. Catalyst added to metastable metallic hydrogen fuel by timer injection. Ship breaks apart during FTL, all hands aboard lost. Turian hierarchy Hawk Rahirix Ursivus killed in the process. Explosion attributed to faulty engineering. Admiral Kahoku begins investigation of suspected Cerberus activities. See competition details for more recent activity. Well, if we weren't already distrustful of them, this certainly doesn't help. Elusive man profile. Cigarettes smoked today, 4. Drinks consumed today, 7. Daily Skyball score 160/0. Fifth consecutive perfect game. Okay, apparently he's good at Skyball, whatever the hell Skyball is. Suit worn today, duly worn. Light linen blend, 2200 foot count. Single button closure, besom, chest pocket, 5 interior pockets, 4 button cuffs, side vents. This is really interesting information. Built-in protection from close range weapons fire, plum. Sexual liaisons, past week. Sani Shalani, Ilium Entertainment Sections Human Alive. Brooke Carragher, Skyball Champion. Vila Vicious, Fornex Dream Girl for 2185. Stacy and Steffi Strong, the Terra Firma twins. Matriarch Trelawney, twice. Seems that for a pro-human sympathizer, or pro-human advocate, or whatever you want to call him, he's not beyond liaisons with Asari. Messages sent today to Citadel, Ilium, Omega, Earth, Horizon, Eden Prime, Thessia, Palavan, Tchanka, and Migrant Fleet. Okay, he's been busy. Next up, Captain Bailey, our friend on the Citadel. C-Sec Captain, survivor of Reaper attack on the Citadel. Prefers dealing with Zakara Ward's criminal element off the record. Ample blackmail material. Business correspondence. From Captain Bailey to Zakara Ward officer mailing list. Subject, new recruit basics. Listen up. I'm sending this out because too many of our new recruits don't get that being part of C-Sec on the Citadel isn't like security on a garden planet. I want you to drill the following into their heads until they're sick of your voice. 1. Learn your district. Contacts don't make themselves. There's a mandatory minimum of 20 hours on foot patrol during your work week. No exceptions. 2. Update your translators. The Citadel gets more than 9 million tourists a week. You need to understand whether that drunk from Omega's enjoying the nightlife or telling his buddies to flank you. 3. Eyes are on us. Everyone from the council to your bus driver is watching the new C-Sec. Yak all you want in the locker room, but remember that a mistake in uniform can get plastered all over the whole damn galaxy's news network. That's it for now. Come to me with any problem cases you think we need to lean on or boot out. Bailey. Incoming correspondence list. List of materials read by Citadel C-Sec Officer Captain Bailey, Zakara Ward Citadel, on May 23rd, 2184. Summary of the previous day's council meeting. Citadel Newsnet, front page stories, sports, arts, entertainment. Email from his ex-wife regarding cancelled visit to the Citadel. VIP looters, dark side of the colonies. A Citadel Newsnet article of the day by Erlon Golta. Report from Detective Napatu Kashu on murder suspect Rose Jones. Note, Jones is innocent. See footage from camera 41F5JAYF. Department of Citadel Rapid Transport Emergency News Bulletin regarding cancellation of service from Zakara Ward to Tayseri Ward. Request for backup from Captain Keitham of Tayseri Ward. A note from Tayseri Ward Intendant Sonal Baresh expressing sorrow regarding loss of officers Lambert Yungira and Bretness Samalda to gunmen on Tayseri Ward. A request from Captain Keitham to temporarily transfer 2 C-Sec officers from the Citadel to Zakara Ward to Tayseri Ward. Invitation from Captain Keitham to meet at the usual place, O'Hara's Bar and Grill, level 16, Zakara Ward, northwest corner booth. Email from ex-wife regarding gang member shootout, Bailey's health. Aria T'Loak, de facto leader of Omega, 3 centuries of commando experiments, aloof, paranoid, excellent organizational and management skills. That about sums it up. Audio transmission transcript. Recording taken on Omega, Afterlife nightclub, private room, 4:14 a.m. Door opens and closes. Enrix. What the? Aria? Kayla's Enrix? Who the hell are... Hey! Don't bother. Those shackles don't have a release catch. You mistake me for one of your clients or something, lady. Let me out. This was very good. The Turian's been at Afterlife for a week. Usually I spot them earlier. Spot what? I know you're listening through that speaker hitting in Enrix's collar. I bet Enrix doesn't even know he's really spying for, does he, Shadow Broker? Shadow what? I don't know any... Wait, what are you doing? You don't play favorites, Broker. I admire that. What I don't like is how you think anything twitches a muscle in Omega without my knowing it. Oh, damn it, my face! Feel free to waste as many lives as you want, sending your agents down to my world. Okay, listen, I'm working for a guy, but it's not what you think. I'm not... Ah! Door opens and closes. Recording ends. Note. Kalis Enrix's death has not yet compromised our other agent placed in Afterlife nightclub. I wonder who that is, the other agent. Afterlife planning sessions correspondence. From Aria T'Loak to Cherkas Flynn, events coordinator. Topic: Afterlife entertainment. Flynn. Here's what I want to set up for next month. 1. Sinya's sisters. They're good, but I don't want them performing so close to the Becca Burlesque Act when it comes back from the mining colonies. String out their flash shows. 2. Fight pit. Too many Vorcha. No one's gonna pay to see those little goblins eat each other when they do it on the street for free. Get me some Krogans and enough humans to keep them busy for an hour. 3. That singer in tomorrow's band from Eclipse. I'm surprised you didn't spot it. Bring him to me after our last call. 4. Hanar Jugglers. Before you sent me the vid, I thought you were joking. Book them. I could use a laugh. I kinda like to see that. 5. We would consider making the casino ship a VIP-only event. Hand out passes to people who need a killing, and let them do it for me. There was more blood than credits on the table after the shootout for last week's jackpot. Okay, note to self, don't go there. Captain David Anderson. Captain David Anderson is a rejected Spectre candidate. Close working relationship with Commander Shepard before destruction of the Normandy SR-1. Monitor communications for renewed contact with Shepard. Military correspondence. Intercept 1612. Secure convoy number 4673 encrypted. Sender Captain Faragapoli. Arcturus Station. David Anderson. I have been asked to step in on the matter of your continued vocal and insistent support of Commander Shepard, formerly of the SR-1 Normandy, within the Alliance military and to third-party contracts. The matter of Commander Shepard and his involvement in the attack on the Citadel Station is of high value to military intelligence and the Galactic Council. To that end, we respectfully ask you to cease and desist your continued investigation that has been deemed closed and sealed for 2 solar years. Your continued agitation in this matter is deemed a high security risk with potential repercussions for galactic security. Please consider our position carefully. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact my office. Sincerely, Captain Faragapoli, Assistant in Charge of Operations, Arcturus Station. Seems the Captain was working on our behalf during our death. Personal correspondence. Sender Cynthia Barris, Atlanta, Earth. David. Henry and I went to Jason's graduation ceremony in San Francisco today. Such a beautiful occasion. All those gowns and bright spirits. So much potential. I know Henry would frown at the thought, but I couldn't help recalling the pomp around your appointment to the Hastings. You were second in command, weren't you? The military always did ceremony very well. God, that was a lifetime ago. Jason says to send his best. I'm so proud of him. Aerospace engineer. I don't pretend to understand what he does, but the gleam in his eyes when he's trying to explain his latest designs to me says that he has found his place in the universe. He wanted you to be there at his ceremony, but I know duty calls. He sees you as a heroic figure, all fighting grand battles in space. I hope you can make it for the holidays this year. Henry asked just the other day. I know you don't see eye to eye much, but he respects you. He respects what you do. And you know Jason is over the moon when you can take the time to review his ship designs. Let me know about the holidays and David. Please be careful. Love, Cynthia. I think that's his ex-wife. Mentioned in the first Mass Effect novel. Recent transactions. Catalog order. Dionysus Imports. Video download. CERN. A Hero Betrayed. Purchase. Modus Valley Brand. 2 bottles. White wine. Video download. Damage. The truth behind the Citadel Crisis. Purchase, Ilium Elite Brand, 1 bottle, gold label eraser. Video download, The Path of Lies, A History of the Alliance Military. Video download, Afraid of the Dark, Reapers, Collectors and Other Myths. Purchase, Red Jenny Brand, 2 bottles, special stock vodka. Services, Clean Sweep Home Maintenance. Admiral Stephen Hackett, Commanding Officer of the Alliance Navy's 5th Fleet. Worked with Commander Shepard before destruction of the Normandy SR-1. A deep cover operative is scheduled to replace his current aide in 2 months. I guess that's not going to happen now that we have a new Shadow Broker. Or even if it does, he'll just be reporting to Liara, so that's not really a problem for us. Internal Naval Correspondence. From Major Caleb Antella to Admiral Stephen Hackett. Subject taking action on Commander Shepard's return. Sir, We've confirmed sightings of Commander Shepard on Omega, and that the commander is now working for the terrorist organization Cerberus. Several Alliance officials have let it to be known that they consider it crucial that we interrogate humanity's first Spectre on his apparent desertion of the Alliance in the Citadel. If we bring Shepard in now, we can gather an account of the commander's past 2 years without being pressured by the galactic media to leak potentially sensitive data. In light of this, I'm officially requesting that you rescind your orders against Alliance contact with Shepard. Rest assured, our department is dedicated to the commander's safety. Provided that Shepard is cooperative in furnishing us with a detailed report of his previous whereabouts and current work for Cerberus, we anticipate releasing him from Alliance custody no later than 5 to 7 months from acquisition. Respectfully awaiting your reply. Major Antella, Department of Internal Naval Affairs. From Admiral Stephen Hackett to Major Caleb Antella, subject taking action on Commander Shepard's return. Major Antella, request denied. Hackett. I guess he's standing up for us. Good for him. Shadow Broker, classified. Mail archive. To Shadow Broker, from Operative Ketchlu. Per your request, we've landed on the Yak homeworld and captured a specimen for your studies. We actually had to kill several of them before finding this one, which seemed interested in leaving the planet. Hopefully this means he's more tractable. I do recommend caution, however. These creatures may be indeed valuable as shock troopers or bodyguards, but their savagery puts even the Krogan to shame. As near as we can tell, it's part of their culture. They're not simple brutes like most Krogan. The one we've got is learning nearly as fast as a Solarian. He could be more dangerous than you realize. To Operative Ketchlu, from Shadow Broker. If you're reading this, my young friend, then you've eliminated the former Operative Ketchlu and taken his position. These past few months have seen you learn and grow at a rate I would never have credited had I not seen to it personally. You already understand 17 languages without translator assistance, and your political predictions have bettered some of my best agents. As Ketchlu, you will command strike teams to gather intelligence and neutralize potential threats. Remember your training. Losing your temper cost you that priceless mind of yours, as well as the loyalty of your men. The Shadow Broker leads those who look for secrets. He must be trusted by his men so that he can in turn trust them. Gathering knowledge is a holy task, one I'm sure you understand, as you wanted to be off your homeworld so badly to see what wonders awaited you out here. Please provide an update of all operations, Ketchlu, and I know that I'm proud of you. To all, from Shadow Broker. Remove Operative Ketchlu immediately. He is too dangerous to leave alive. Engage only with numerical superiority. Otherwise, change all access codes and observe only. Provide no information. Ketchlu must not be allowed any further access to... Message ends. To all, from Shadow Broker. Operative Ketchlu is no longer a problem. Discontinue code changes and resume normal activity. I want a status report on all operations by the end of the next solar day. Shadow Broker out. And I guess that is how this Yak fellow took over from the previous Shadow Broker. It seems the Shadow Broker himself took him off the Yak homeworld. Wanted to use him. But it seems he bit off more than he could chew. And that is it. Finally, for the dossiers. We learned some things, so we pried into the private lives of people we really had no right to pry on. But at least it was interesting. And we got a codex entry on the Yak. And I think that's quite enough, so we'll continue in the next video.